Hey BookTube, my name is the Book Mage, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of different. Essentially this is going to sort of kind of be like a bookshelf organisation video, and I have done like one or two of those in the past. However, the caveat for this one, basically over lockdown I was still receiving a lot of like my book purchases, as well as like lots of other sort of like non-book purchases. At the same time I was like reading a lot less than I was cooped up indoors. Don't get me wrong, I actually quite enjoyed not having to leave the house because that's very much my thing. When you like work and eat and sleep and film and read and do like everything is within like not just the same house, the same room. Like my bedroom is where I work from, and it's where I read from, and it's where I film from, and when you don't leave it, it just kind of gets very cluttered and out of hand. So basically my bookshelves kind of suffered because a lot of my deliveries and unread books and books that I was putting aside to put into a haul video, which I wasn't doing because I wasn't really doing booktube at the time because I just didn't really feel like doing anything at the time. Basically my shelves suffered and they got into a whole mess, and I took to calling them my depression shelves. They were very much a reflection of like me and my mental health at the time. I don't think I've ever let them get so cluttered and out of hand before, and on top of that you're going to see I have a lot of unopened book deliveries and book mail. Do you know, it just does not help the situation. So rather than just cleaning them off camera, I figured I would actually make this into a video because I feel like this might be like a little bit relatable. I know some people who are in like much better situations than me who are able to keep like multiple shelves like just pristine all the time. I cannot do that. I feel like having ADHD does not help as well, because I will just put something down, I'll be like, oh, I'll put it here because there is a space for it here, so I will just make use of that space. And then I won't pick it up for like 3 months. So that's kind of where my shelves are at the start of this video. So what you're getting from me today is kind of like a chatty bookshelf cleaning and reorganization. So yeah, I expect this to be very casual, like very non-glamorous, very not planned. If you like to just see like the nice aesthetic time-lapse of things being like cleared and like sorted out without like the stopping and starting for like my random interjections, then you can go and feel free to watch that in the vlog, where it's much more like just nice and much more of a vibe. So if you would like to see me sort and declutter my horrendously messy shelves, then do stick around, but do not say I did not warn you for how bad they are. Okay, so without any further ado, here is that video. Okay, so I'm about to take you into my room. However, before we go in, I feel like I need to temper your expectations. This is so weird. This is my door. You might notice it doesn't have a handle and it doesn't close. So like, nothing about my existence is complete or functional or well designed in any way. This door has been like this like forever. It's not even varnished or painted. It's a plank of wood. It's a plank of wood on hinges. Just kind of wanted to share that. Okay, so welcome to my bedroom where I do all my filming. So as you can see, my shelves are a bit of a mess, but what maybe you don't see is that I have a whole load of unopened post also in front of my shelves. There is so much mess. My reasoning for this, so many of these are books, and if I'm not doing a book haul, I don't want to open them and like mix them up and like end up getting them damaged. I'll just keep them in the box and open them for the haul. That makes more sense to me. That and so many of my hobbies involve shelves. Like I collect a lot of anime figures and manga, and I have a whole manga shelf which is full. I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 series on there and then it's full. I can't believe I have to deal with this. There's just so much. There's so much. Honestly, most of these are books just still in boxes. They're getting a little tall. I'm not short, so I have like manga and books like stacked down here. I've got Goldsboro, Fairy Loot, Broken Binding. I've got so much shit here that needs to like not be here. It's just a little bit hectic. So what I'm going to do is maybe move some stuff off, get some books out, because all of my books for the haul, I think a lot of books that I need to haul are like somewhere. I'm really dreading this already. And I guess I'm gonna put like a time lapse on. I might stop and talk about some books, but like, I don't know. I really did just want to sort out my shelves. I've taken to calling them my depression shelves because it's honestly a combination of that and ADHD and being stuck indoors for so long. I feel like this task is too big for me, but let's give it a go. This, I don't know why this is just like always just slung on my shelves. I think it's like the easiest place for it to be. But 9 times out of 10, this is what it smelled like. This is mostly what my room smells like most of the year round. First shelf, I want to keep this one as clear as possible just because this is like when I sit and I do like a haul or a review or like a wrap up or something, you can see this shelf behind me for the most part. So I like to keep this one pretty clear. If I have a book that I don't think I've hauled yet, I'm going to start putting it here, but remembering which ones I have and haven't hauled is going to be a freaking nightmare. These two are borrowed from a good friend. She lent these to me months ago. I still have not read them. I don't know if I'm going to read this one, but I definitely want to read this one. I was going to buy this anyway, and I figured if it saves me having to buy the book, I will borrow it from a friend because my library is absolute ass. They have nothing in stock. My Dominator, which I want to display at some point, but given that it's this big, I feel like that is wishful thinking. Well, that was great. The Sarah J Maas books right at the bottom of this shelf might have like gotten a little bit like wet, but like, oh my god, it's up on my wardrobe at like head height. One of my signed bullet albums, don't know why it's with my books. I have so much stuff that came out of like book boxes that I don't know what this is. It doesn't do anything. Like, what is it? This shelf is clear, and like I love this shelf because it's like my Nevernight and my Grisha shelf. I don't know, should I bring those forward and put other books behind them that I don't necessarily need to see? Or do I want to put stuff on here? God, I feel like I need to do one on haul as well for books like this. I love like this colour combo so much. Why the frick do they have to be Star Wars? It annoys me because the aesthetic is so good. I've just found my copy of The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I did a whole rant review of this because this book sucked. Where is its dust jacket? That is not like me. But the dust jacket's been off it for so long. Can you see that there's like, it's been bleached somehow, like, which is also really bad because that means the sun is bleaching my books, even though I never have my curtains open. I live like a vampire. How has this happened? Maybe I need to get blinds and curtains. I can't think about that right now. Look at the giant piece of dust that just fell on me. Again, I have a dust jacket for Empire of the Vampire. Where is the book? I can see 4 copies right here. It's none of those copies. Some of my cassettes. I don't know where my cassette player has gone. My first book that I get to put away. I don't know why it was out, but now it's away. My crown from my readathon. It fucking hurts to wear. Oh my god. I'm not done with this series. I liked the first book. I do intend to continue. However, the spines are so fucking boring. I think if you like a white bookshelf, they look really good, and I had them next to my other white books, but when I see it, it's too much white. I think if they were like in a sea of black, it would stand out really nicely. The spines give me nothing. Like, I like spines like this, like Robin Hobb, like, I don't know, they're shiny and they're atmospheric and I like them. Like, these remind me of like the Sarah J Maas Throne of Glass books where it was just like a white background and colourful smoke. It's not for me, it's not the vibes. I might hide these somewhere. Still on my shelves so that I can read them, but like, I have limited space and I just want to show the books that I think look good or that I'm really passionate about. Honestly, controversial opinion, black sprayed edges, plain black sprayed edges are my favourite sprayed edges. I don't care what like colour or like designs you want to put on a sprayed edge. If I could choose, every book would just have black pages. Sometimes you can tell I'm goth. Okay, we found The dust jacket, I don't know where the book is. Oh, it's here. But this is the kind of book that eventually I might unhaul. It's such a shame because the cover is lovely and like it's very short and I've tabbed it. Again, this book, I've had this book for so long. I remember like it was out of stock and I had to wait ages for it to come back into stock. I hauled it months after I got it and then I never read it, and apparently it's like blown up now. It's like apparently it got read really big on TikTok and then it got really big on like BookTube. I think there's a book 2 out now. I still have not read this. Like the cover is like what drew me to it. Proof that I'm going senile. I have 2 candles here from Grace and Honey. I remember buying candles, and I remember the 4 that I bought. There was the Nevernight one, Grey Morality, the Game of Thrones Targaryen dragon themed one. Like I remember opening these 4 candles in a vlog. These are not those 2 candles. These 2 candles are none of those. I have Angels and Death Before DNF. I have no memory of buying these. I don't remember getting these. Okay, I'm gonna get to smell these and light one of them later. I feel like actually both of these feel like they could be autumnal. This one especially. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this one. I have no idea what they're, I mean, Death by DNF, but like, is Angels a reference to a series? Who knows, but the 4 candles that I got last time from Becca's shop were so fucking good. Oh my god. I'm so excited now. I've got like a little shot of like serotonin, dopamine, one of them. Don't get it often, but like, thank you for that. This shelf, I definitely want to bring everything forward and have it double stacked behind, because these shelves are much stronger than these shitty IKEA ones. Like this big wooden one in the corner. My life for this shelf. Okay, my little dragon from Wales, you stay there. So I haven't been opening them because I'm like, they're special editions and I don't want to put them like in a stack on the floor. I'd rather stack the boxes. I am feeling like all my special editions I might save for like a separate haul on its own. I feel like that might be like a whole separate video, but I have also planned, I kind of want to do a reading vlog just for some of these like monthly subscriptions, and I feel like I might read 1 or 2 books each from Goldsborough and Fairy Loot adult box, because they're like my 2 major subscriptions at the moment, and maybe do like a comparison just between like the actual special edition itself versus the actual book itself, and like maybe which subscription service I actually enjoy more, sort of thing. So like I have plans for videos, so eventually these will get opened. I will like haul them, review them, read them, that whole thing, but like at the moment they're in boxes until I do that haul, and I will do the haul when I do the video. Until then they're in boxes. Oh my god. Okay, preface, not a fairy, but like I love these fucking ears. I used to do so much cosplay pre-pandemic and like these are so fucking cute. I need to start, look, I would start wearing stuff like this on my channel, like honestly, like full time, because I used to wear elf ears like almost literally every single day. I had fucking latex elf ears, fully blacked out or whited out eyes or red eyes. Like I missed looking like a freak. I feel the thing is though, I'm not a furry, but I do fucking love kawaii ass cat ears. Again, I'm finding myself with a beautiful piece of artwork. I'm never going to put this anywhere. What do people do with stuff like this that they don't want? Because I don't want to trash it, because like it's pretty, but I also don't want it. So much more manga. I definitely have some books that I need to give away, because I know the Collar Bound was one of Goldsborough's books of the month sort of thing, but I'd already pre-ordered this and forgotten about it. So I have 2 copies, and whenever I get an extra book, like I accidentally have 2 copies of Galatea as well. Whenever I accidentally get duplicates of books, I give them to a friend. I always give them to the same friend. So I think I need to put those in like a pile somewhere. Again, I don't count stuff like that as an unhaul, because if I have 2 copies, have I really unhauled it? Have this one shelf free, and I think what I want to do is put a load of shit at the back of this shelf and then bring the good stuff forward. Dragon Mage with this cover gets to go at the front. Honestly, I want this facing out. If I can somehow figure out a way to have this facing out, I've not even read it, but look at it. I want this facing out so bad. Fucking look at this artwork. And both of these books, they're self-published and they're so buttery and square and chunky, and I want these facing out. So if I can figure that out, maybe, but I feel like I won't have enough space. Also, where the fuck are my Elfhame books? I got those specifically as a cover buy. Turned out I really liked them, they are good books, and I have recommended them several times. However, the fact that I liked them was a benefit, but like, where are they? Why do I only have the one that I don't care about? Okay, I think I might have to double stack half of this shelf, because half of it you can't see in videos, so I can put stuff behind me when I film. I already know that I'm going to have to like redo all of this when all my special editions are like unboxed and everything, but I like that I've got like this little vampire corner here now. But I also literally had to buy this entire set because it's the only way I could get like book 1 of this series in hardcover. The entire Tokyo Ghoul manga, because I used to read this and then like I don't know where any of my original manga went, and I wonder if it's like in the attic or if it got chucked, but I bought it again. I used to love Tokyo Ghoul actually. You can't really see it, but I have Tokyo Ghoul art here and here. I used to be a fan. I think they're a better anime, to be fair. Like the anime is kind of mid. Intro was done by like my favourite Japanese band, and like the art style in the manga, so good. The ending, I remember that, I won't say what the ending is, but I remember that there was like, I don't know what you would call it, like a Japanese like initiative, like almost like a propaganda thing for manga artists, for mangakas to end their series in a very specific way. If you know, you know, is all I'm saying. And like, I don't know whether that was part of it or whether it just happened to fall under the same umbrella like just by chance, but like, if you know, you know. So many goth chokers that I don't know what to do with. This is heavy, what are you? What are you? Oh, books. I love this. When I do this, it amuses me. When I start tabbing a book and then I decide not to tab the book and I just have like one random fucking tab. What was this from? This was a tab. This tab is because this is the only tab in the whole book, is because it's a high fantasy set in like a Polynesian inspired archipelago, but the author uses the phrase a can of worms. But do they have canned goods in this world? That's the only tab I have for this whole book. Here is Empire of the Vampire. I'm gonna bring this to my friend as well and see if she wants to read it. I can't remember if she bought it, but if she hasn't, I'm just gonna be like, here, take this for as long as you need to. I found them. Okay, great. I also have like my slipcase edition of the Quick. I like the spine of this one more, I think. Because the only thing that annoys me is the slipcase edition doesn't have the standard dust jacket. I expected it to be slipcase, dust jacket, book, but it's not. No, why do I have QP mayonnaise here? Like, I buy stuff, I put it on a shelf, and then I put something in front of it, and then I forget where it is. I've been looking for this in the kitchen for like, at least like a week. I feel like my shelves are more or less as good as they're going to get right now. I do have space for another book here, but I don't currently know what book that is going to be. Because when I haul books, I have like the 3rd book in the series for Brandon Sanderson, and also for the Under the Northern Sky series, and also for freaking Wicked Saints. Where is that book, by the way? Where is the 3rd Wicked Saints book? Should be there, isn't. These are all going to have to move. And next year there's going to be a new Samantha Shannon, and that has to go next to Priory, and Priory's already big. Although, I've just discovered, I feel like my little dragon up here that you can't really see, it's really good next to my Robin Hood books, like just to make sure they don't fall over. So that can stay there. I'm going to keep the ones that I'm hauling to one side, and everything else is going to go back in the stack, but it's a much better stack than it was before, and it's kind of, sort of, organised. So I think I'm gonna put things back in the stack, but like you don't need to see that on camera. Give me a moment. Okay, this is what these shelves are looking like at the moment. So these are stacked 2 deep. So I don't tend to put stuff on here when I do like a haul or like a review, so I feel like that's fine as it is. I wish I could have this facing out, but I just can't. So this is what we're working with at the moment. I don't know what's going to go here. My current reads I've just left here. This is my October pile, and then I started double stacking at this end. Now to start on these. I really like how this top shelf is coming along. I really like how this looks as it is. I really like this little Robin Hobb section that just looks so stark against like this black background. I love this. What I don't love is this. Alright, I thought I would start stacking like my Goldsboro and Fairy and stuff like all in one pile, like my to open book pile, and it's already taller than me. I can just reach it. It's as tall as my shelf. Okay, the light is fading, but this is what I'm working with now. Again, this shelf and this shelf I definitely need to leave, and I really like this shelf as it is, which makes me think I'm going to have this one as also having some decoration on it rather than double stacked like this one. The books and boxes have returned to their very precarious position, but I'm still sorting through these and putting stuff away. But I want to go for a break because I'm exhausted, and I just thought I would show you my shelves while they actually look kind of presentable, especially this one. At least that's that done.